Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Glake back with another HearthStone Showdown series video. Escape from Violet Hold edition for you guys. Doing another Violet Hold deck today, and this is going to be another one that I have not yet personally have played yet. So it's going to be a brand new, fresh experience for me, and learning experience, and hopefully a good time all around. So this is Weapon Druid, or Trickery Druid, whatever you want to call it. We're utilizing the other legendary card that Druid has, the one that we don't see nearly as often. As a matter of fact, I have not run up against this deck a single time, but it has been sprinkled out here and there in Legend. I think there's some people running around with it, but overall, it's not really widely played, and you can kind of see why. It's more of a control-based, slower deck, I suppose. So, I mean, it's no surprise that not a lot of people are playing this. But yeah, we're going to go over this real quick, kind of talk about the gist of the deck, I suppose, and get into some games. So, from first glance, this is pretty much your standard, like, Marithra Druid deck. Like, most of these cards, if you're familiar with Marithra Druid, most of these cards in here, minus some of the new stuff, pretty much everything else you would find in your everyday Marithra decks. You got Innervates for some mana ramp. You got Secret Ingredient. This is going to help add attack to your weapon, and we'll get to why that's important in a moment. We got Spiderling, which is also important. You can also use it for like a weapon buff, and also this is normally used for early game board control as well as card draw. Wave Shaping, obviously, is pretty self-explanatory. Help you find the stuff that you need, get in your hand. Acceleration Aura, this is helping us ramp. Ebb and Flow, some board control. Fellwood Trunt. This has been around for a while. It's pretty self-explanatory. This is your ramp tool as well. You know, you want to find a way to get this out as early as possible. This is normally what you want to open up with in your hand, so the mana that you're spending is actually being used towards this guy. We've got some Horde of Plenties to help us find some high roll cards, or cards that help us get out of trouble, I suppose. Press the Advantage for card draw. We got Spider Rider for card draw. We got Widow's Bite, which is also primarily going to be used for the weapon buff. Brood Watcher. This is kind of like a stall card. Throw out some taunts as long as you have you've spent the necessary mana beforehand, before playing this. And then we have the main star of the show, right? I'm gonna go over this now before I go over everything else, because everything else is just pretty much just, you know, stuff we've already seen. Staff of Trickery. After your hero attacks, discover a Druid card. Reduce its cost by your hero's attack. So, it is a little gamba. It is a bit random. We have no idea what we're going to get. We're going to have 3 options. But yes, this is why you want to have, at the time that you attack with this weapon, this is why you want the attack to be as high as you can possibly have it. So that way, whatever card you do discover will be discounted by that much. So we're trying to play things for at least, I mean, at most half cost. At most half their original mana cost. And ideally, we would love to be able to play everything we discover off of this for free. But, you know, as you can see, our weapon buff tools, our attack buff tools are kind of limited. So we're going to have to work with what we get. But, you know, it comes down to, it's going to come down to some good discovers, honestly, to see how this works. So, yeah, that's pretty much why this is in here. So you get three opportunities, assuming this doesn't get bumped by a Viper or a Stadium. I can't remember what the full name of the card, but Stadium Commander or something like that. The Warrior card. Assuming this doesn't get bumped by one of those two, you're gonna have 3 opportunities to discover with this, 3 separate times to attack with it, and yeah, hopefully you can high roll off of it. Hopefully we'll be able to high roll off of it. Otherwise, we've got some other cards in here just for like normal tempo and stall. Evergreen Stag, Elusive, Lifesteal Taunt. This is going to help you get some of your health back. Vanessa is in a lot of decks, you know. You open with this, you probably want to keep it if you have some other cheap spells, especially if you have coin. This is a way to just kind of pop off mid-game. Wicker Fang is definitely another annoying card that players have to deal with, especially if you drop this 1 or 2 turns early. It is just... it could win you the game, honestly. That's how annoying Wicker Fang is. Banchana, Rune Totem. I've seen this card high roll like crazy. This is pretty much this originally was not in a lot of Marithra lists originally, and then people started including it over time. Like, as we moved closer and closer to Violet Hold, I think within the last 1 or 2 months before Violet Hold hit, this card was like started getting included in more Marithra Druid decks, and it's you know, it gives you some sustain, and it also can high roll like crazy, and just it's really a card that definitely has some swing potential. Like, it's really a swing card, honestly. It's insane. It can be insane. And then some weird picks here. We got Warmaster Blackhorn, sorry. I'm assuming this is mostly the counter Rogue and Paladin and Pure Paladin. Destroy all cards that cost 2 or less in both players' decks. Obviously, you want to make sure that a lot of your cheaper stuff is drawn before you throw this out. You will probably be able to throw this out around turn 5, like around actual turn 5, like your 5th playing turn. Not mana turn 5, but like your actual 5th playing turn. So yeah, I mean, I feel like in those matchups, it's probably a card that's worth being played. You just got to be careful, because you don't want to burn all of your tools as well. And then we have Marithra Druid, which is kind of our... Honestly, I don't want to call this like our Hail Mary for this build, because it's really not. Like, the odds of you... I feel like the odds of you winning off of something with Staff of Trickery is a lot lower than finding something to win off of with Marithra. So, before I go into this, I'm just going to keep this in my mind. Like, we should probably try and get as much value off of this as possible. If we open with it, maybe keep... I think it could be useful. So, one thing that I've noticed that isn't actually in here is a Mirdrasil. I was kind of expecting a Mirdrasil to be in a more slow pace, I guess, control oriented Druid deck, but there's no Mirdrasil in here. So, you know, I think it'll be fine without it, but we're going to go into some games with this, see how we do, and yeah, hopefully we can have some fun with a newer Druid deck. I've already found my favorite Druid deck this format. I've already found it, so I'm not really looking for a replacement, I suppose, but if I end up loving this as well, I would love to just play nothing but Druid for the rest of the set, at least until, you know, patch day or something, which might actually be coming this week. Who knows? Okay, Hunter is our first matchup, so this is already going to be pretty rough. Hunter is always so rough. I want to keep the Wicker Fang, I really do, but there's also no ramp in my hand, so a little tricky what we go with. Yeah, I think probably Wicker Fang's gonna have to go. I think Wicker Fang would be okay as a normal, like a later drop, like as a normal 6 drop, but dude, Hunter would be in shambles if they had to deal with this shit like super early. Apparently, you're supposed to keep Spider Rider in this. I don't know how I feel about that. It does spend mana, but yeah, it spends mana, draws its cards. But we have one of these, which is good, so I can maybe live with that. We don't have anything to really play here. Do I want to pass, or do I want to just throw this down as like a way to soak? And then we could play Ebb and Flows. This is awkward. I think we're just going to pass. Maybe not the best decision in the world, but... The Hunter already opens up with God Hand, basically. If they have their 5 damage spell, I'll be very upset. I'll be very upset. Yeah, we may as well get some card draw here. So, like I said, normally you don't want to use this card. You know, normally you don't want to use this card as a way to like to buff your attack or for this, but you know, we did. What the heck is going on? Oh, sure. Alright, this is a little annoying actually because they're not gonna have a minion. Yeah, what the hell did you do, sir? What was that all about? This is ready to ramp. So we'll ramp with that. Yeah, that guy crazy misplayed. Homie, I think homie was playing so fast he forgot to play his 4. Wait, he couldn't even play his 4 drop yet. Tragic. It is tragic. The tragedy. And we've got all the armor in the world. Let's see, what do we want here? We'll go for photosynthesis for sure. We'll restore this, get some extra mana. And then we're ballin'. Holy mother monkus. Next turn we can Rune Totem, see if we get something good here. Homie's gonna draw into crazy amounts of... Okay, Nessa is tempting, I'm not gonna lie. Nessa is very tempting. The problem is, though, is I just don't really have many cards to use with her. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like this matchup's kind of weird for Nessa. Like, I could just stall it out, I suppose. Yeah, we'll just do this. Maybe it'll work out for me. I don't know. Honestly, I think this was probably the decision, but hey. Wee ball. Doesn't seem like he has anything going for him here. Not really expecting a Tolveer. This is good card. This is good card. Yeah, so... I guess we can get some value off of Nessa here, right? Let's play this. Let's see what these guys give us. So we got Ebb and Flow. Life Bloom! Holy mother monkus. Holy mother monkus. Yeah, I think we just Life Bloom here. And then he just probably just straight up cannot deal with our board. It's really that simple. We hit a high roll, boys. We hit a high roll. We restored health this turn, game +3/+3. Dang, that'd be nice. Everything else, deal 2 damage. Yeah, no, everything else we kind of have to keep as is, so. Yeah, that card is so annoying, man. I hate that card so much. So freaking good. Don't hit one of my taunts. Thank you. He played that many of those? I did not realize homie played that many of those. Like 3 went off, right? Or 2 went... No, yeah, 3 went off. He played 3 already? When? It says 2 here. Why the hell did 3 go off? That's whack. I think definitely probably Marithra here, right? Don't hit Vanessa. Thank you. It's 4, 5. We're gonna miss 1 limb, but I think it's fine. I feel like we got a pretty strong opening. This hunter like really kind of blew it, but you know, shit happens. That's good. That's not bad. How is my it's crazy that my Vanessa's dodging all this. I mean, if homie has another 12-year in his hand, it could be a problem. But I guess we're fine. That would suck, right? Alright, very good. Finally, a game 1 win. It has been rough past couple videos. But yeah, that guy kind of botched it. He kind of screwed the pooch a little bit. Alright, going to the next game. As usual, we'll try and do till 3 wins, 3 losses, whichever comes first. Hunter again? Oh my god, the attack of the hunters, bro. The attack of the hunters. It always wants me to keep Spider Rider no matter what. I don't know. I mean, I guess. Okay, we have Acceleration Aura, which isn't bad. But I will probably try and Wave Shaping for Felwood. If I can. These are all like... Why are these at the bottom, bro? Oh my god. Why are these at the bottom? Yeah, I think this is probably the safest choice, though. Because we want big stuff. We gotta be able to play little stuff first. Keck W. Alright, going for a tracking. Probably into a coin, into a minion. No, just pass. Oakley dokley. I guess this is okay. I don't really know if this here is about a good idea. Maybe we should have just Spider Rider, but if they have that one spell, they could just get rid of it. I get 0 value off of it. I call it Hunter's Mark, even though that's not the name of the spell. I don't actually remember the name. I should probably remember the name of that spell, because I'm always complaining about it. It's crazy. Alright, and we got this in hand too, which is pretty good. Let's go for some draw. There's our staff. There it is, dude. There's our staff, dude. There's our friggin' staff. Alright, we'll probably attach this next turn. This will be discounted. And we get some taunts on board. Which would be kind of nice. Hopefully no Sylvanas yet, or Sister. Really? Just getting rid of that, huh? Interesting. Really? And this is for only the 1 turn, yeah. So I probably shouldn't even attack with this. We just won't. We'll hang on to it. We want to get as much value off of this as possible. An excellent choice. My thing is, like, what is this really gonna give me? Is this really gonna give me anything good? Oh, homie's got 1 drops. Homie's got 1 drops. He's got 1 drops in his house. Alright. We're gonna go for it. See what we can get. That's 8 attack. I think we definitely just go face. And whatever I get better freaking be good enough. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this, man. I mean, Marithra's probably... I mean, I don't know. I guess. I mean, only because we're so ramped, it's probably worth it. But now my hand is going to be full. And I'm going to burn cards. I'm just going to go face. I mean, these are not bad. But, Jesus. It's also not ideal. Hopefully I don't burn anything super useful. Okay, I feel like this was kind of a weird, I feel like this was kind of a weird, Tolvir on his part. We can slow him down with this, and knowing that he just Tolvir'd, my board's probably gonna be okay. So I have, what will I have, 7 mana to work with? Yeah. We'll probably just go over some trades. Losing Innervate kind of sucks. Let's get rid of one of these. Don't really want to give him card draw, but... Alright. So maybe we could have lethal next turn. Really depends on if he could deal with this board. Another Tolvir, really. Jesus. The most mid Tolvir, by the way. Like, I'm not sure what his thought process was behind playing that twice in a row, with only these being the only 1 manas you've played. Okay, this me overloaded. I think the rest of my board is fine, so we should probably be able to win next turn. Alright. Let's see what we get. I'm just curious. Man, these are some low rolling ass cards, bro. Jesus Christ on a cross. These cards are trash. Yo, if people are actually hitting big off of this, lucky them, because I'm getting nothing but dog water off of these off of this discovery. My god, where's my life blooms? Where's my wicker fangs? Where's my rune totems? I don't ask for much, I just ask for the best possible things. Where are they at? Ugh. Okay, that 100 didn't really seem like they knew what they were doing. I almost feel bad counting that as a game. I guess they thought they could just slap down any 1 mana and just play Tolvir ASAP and they would win. Which, I mean, honestly, the deck is almost that simple. But he might want to work on his mulligan a little bit, because that just wasn't it. Really, Nessa is a keep. I guess in this matchup, yeah, you probably want Nessa as a keep, for sure here. Keeping both of these is kind of crazy, I feel like. But I'm probably going to go with it, I think. This is Demon Hunter, so, like, I don't know what else Demon Hunter could be playing outside of Void. Unless they're just playing, like... Okay, I was going to say, unless they're just playing Broxigar. Unless they're just taking it back to a couple months ago. Nice, this is in my hand. Dope. Alright. How can we survive the hunt? How can we survive the hunt? Trickery is nice. It is spending mana. for this. Problem is I don't really have a way to, like... This is too... I don't know. I think I'd rather just prep this next turn. And... because we don't really have much going for us here. So... and he's already starting to build a board. So we're gonna have to, like, figure it out. We're gonna have to figure it out. Yep. We're not gonna get much either, but... we could maybe do a little something. So I'll be on 6 mana, I think. Oh, this is like a hybrid. Okay. Sure. Alright. Meet you at midnight. I've got a plan. Russia's good on this. Draw a fire spell. I don't want to go for his... oh, well, that would be nice if I could. Very mid Nessa, and he could just clear it, unfortunately. Yeah, that was like super underwhelming. These are a little bit too expensive. I was hoping for some cheaper cards. Oh, that's so good. What the heck? And he just has an answer? Crazy. I guess this is the card. Spend up to 5. I'd kind of would rather maximize the corpses, though. This is at 10. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we kind of have to... let's see what we get off of this. Okay. We can clear. It's not the worst thing in the world. As long as this hits minions. Sure. That's online. I wonder what this would be like if, I mean, our Marithra is almost done, so that's good. Matter of fact, it'll be done after I equip weapon. We're just gonna do this. Oh wait, no, that was a bad idea. Why did I do that? I thought I would be at 3 attack. That was stupid. Well, let's just see what we get, I guess. When you're... wait, what? Oh, what? Why is this... why are these so bad? Sure, I guess. Yeah, that was pretty shitty. I don't know why I did that. I thought I was gonna be at 3. I forgot it's +2. Wait, yeah. No, I played the first one, that's why. The first one is only +1. I thought these were all +2 for a sec. Badge. Badge. That's also annoying. Okay, I guess we can go again with it. And we can play this. So, not the worst in the world. And we have this. Crap! I should not have played the second one. What was I thinking? I needed to play this as well. Ah! Well. At this point, we just pray to God we high roll. I need a high roll. Oh my god. These are so bad. Why? Why do you do this to me, game? Why? I just want one good card off of this, man. Why is it so bad? Get a random dragon costs 2 less. What's it gonna be, Chief? I just realized too that I play this and like I actually cannot do anything else next turn. It's kind of bad. So I think that this is probably the play because we could just end up dying. This is probably what makes most sense. I get 1, but hopefully maybe they can be a high roll card. I mean, 2 taunts. Is 2 taunts just smarter? I don't know. I don't know. Trees. I mean, this gives me armor. These are all bad. I mean, I guess we'd resurrect this. And we still have a board. Yeah, honestly, I don't think playing that was very smart because... now my hand is also a little bit too full. Oh, it just comes back? At least it's a little bit weaker. Am I dead? 10, 13... Yeah, I'm actually dead. Wait, no, I'm not. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think he actually does have enough with hero power. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess maybe taunts were the answer there, but... yeah, they probably were. Because even if he had board clear, he'd be sacrificing like 2 of his own minions. That was annoying. We're not high rolling enough. I mean, the taunt was probably, the Miss Brood War was probably a misplay, but, I mean, at that point, I'm just basically praying that Marithra has a useful card. We also had 0 real ramp that game. Alright. Wave shaping I'll keep. This can probably go. It is a 2 cost though, so... just draw me cards. I'm gonna get rid of it for now. This is safe. They open with a shatter. I don't know, like, I don't even remember what the shattered priest card is. But they have 2 of them, so that's amazing. Alright, so I guess Spider Rider into this. Oh my god, that's good. Thank God for that. Ebb and flow. The ebb and flow. Yeah, I guess we can horn. I don't really like any of these. Life Cycle has a way of being really interesting when you're using it on your own minions. My thing, like, I don't know. This could With the shatters, I might have to deal with a beefy minion, so trees might come in handy. We shall see. Just double heal and what? You wouldn't. You're at 9 cards. Guess you could afford to. I mean, this is pre, so like anything big I get is just gonna get nuked. Can't play minions against this deck. I don't actually know here. Guess this. To get 1 back. Get some card draw. Okay, not too bad. Homie's hand is stacked though, so... Bro, what is going on? Burn again. This fire must not burn again. Kinda would rather just deal with this. I only need 3 here. Life Bloom, yes please, thank you. I forgot that this can, like, you can target this at anything. Like, it does not have to be at a minion. It's just so much better to use on a minion. Way to go. The only class with good board clear. I don't like that. Alright, the real question here is... Do we Life Bloom or do we go for... Let's see what this guy has. Lightning Storm, Flipper Friends, and this shit again. Trash. A depressing board. I mean, he hasn't imbued yet, so like his options are kind of limited. We know there's a Shatter in his hand, and then what is it? 5 other cards. So there's a chance he doesn't have a ton of clear in hand. And he can't find it yet because of no imbue if he doesn't, so we could be okay potentially. And healing is pretty telling because unless you're gonna Shadow Word Ruin, it's not gonna clear my board. You might not have much going on here. Nice. Alright, we're not gonna get too overzealous. Man, I really need card draw. Card draw would be so dope. I guess Splintered Reality is actually pretty good after the trees. I didn't realize that. Like, that's actually low-key kind of busted now. This is lifesteal. I mean, dude, if a Shadow Ward is if that shit is coming, like, I'll be very upset, but I feel like maybe he would have used it next turn. Maybe we could just get him low enough to the point where I can OTK with Widow's Bite. I think I should be able to next turn. Widow's Bite and Ebb and Flow, if he doesn't heal here, on top of a Ruin. Okay, so I gotta keep that in mind. Like, this is, Splintered Reality is good in tandem with trees after you've used trees. Because you're getting, where is it? +1/+1 for each. You summon 4, right? How are they 7/7s? Did I have some earlier? I don't remember having any earlier that died. Oh, that's right, the ramps that I played. Okay, see, this is pretty annoying. This is what I was worried about. Christ on a cross, man. Are you freaking kidding me? And these have lifesteal? Do these have lifesteal? What does the Shatter do? Oh, it just summons elusive copies. Death Rattle is healing, and then... God, that's so annoying. Like, actually. Holy smokes, that's annoying. Okay. I guess we're gonna storm here. Crap, I can't cast on him. Okay, yeah, we don't have a choice. This blows. Okay, it's not a taunt. That's nice. I'm gonna push face here. Okay, he had 2 shatters. If he also has the cards that res them, that's crazy. That's a crazy hand that he was sleeping on. If he also has the cards that res them, I'll be very upset if he does. That would be really annoying. Like, stupid levels of high roll. But I mean, his hand is kind of slow, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just had every piece to make it work. But 2 shatters, man, come on. Okay, Black Blood is irritating. Oh my god, he had 1. That's crazy. Why did that just randomly attack 1 and then stop? Okay. I don't know, this is kind of shitty. Kind of shitty? This is real shitty. Because you get so much health back here. I have no choice but to, like, go for trades. I gotta think about this, though. Shit, there's no room for us to actually play this. God, that's irritating. Oh well. Sucks, I guess. Holy fuck. Holy shit, that's huge. It saves us a lot of trouble. That was a pretty beefy Life Bloom. Too bad my board's probably gone. He had another one. Dude hasn't drawn any cards all game and he's just high rolling this. Holy fucking shit. How? How do you do? What is your hand, guy? What's your hand, Chico? He's looking for a Hail Mary, but I don't think he's gonna find it. I think we still got it in the bag. Dude, I hate these lucky players, man. Yeah, you're not gonna find shit here, brother. You better have that legendary that deals 1 to everything. Or 4 damage to everything, sorry. Wait, you can't even play that either because you'll nuke your own enemies. Alright. Oh, and we got Nessa. And we got Nessa. Yeah. Peace. Peace, love. Tupac. All that good shit. Alright. Alright. I think we'll leave it at that. That was a clean 3-1. I can live with that. Opponents were a little, I don't know what these decks were, but 2 hunters, like, if I really want to fight something real that's going to cause me trouble, like, you know, at best it's going to be a Dragon Warrior, second best it's going to be a hunter, so I think these were okay, but the opponents were a little meh. They didn't really play too well, in my opinion, and the priest is just, you know, we know how Soothsayer priest is. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it can be very, very, very annoying if they manage to get all of their pieces to trigger death rattles on top of board control. It's just the most exhausting and infuriating thing in existence. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. There you have it. That is Weapon Priest, Trickery Priest, Attack Priest, or not Priest, Druid, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't high roll off of the weapon. I never really expected to, honestly, but I was hoping to get at least 1 or 2 solid cards, but man, I don't know, kind of mid, honestly. I really wish for something like this, like, you have the chance to, like, discover, I don't know how discover twice would work, but maybe there should be a refresh option for, like, 1 refresh option. I don't know, maybe that'd be too cheap, but it's just like, there's too many Druid cards for it to just be flat out any Druid card. Like, the pool is way too large for this to be reliable, so, like, you know, as you can see, this is, I mean, more often than not, you're going to be relying on Rune Totem and Marithra and maybe even Wicker Fang, and of course Vanessa is good for mid-game shenanigans. More often than not, you're going to be relying on those cards to actually win the game, and this is just how Hearthstone goes with these devs, because they come out with these new cards and half of them are, like, kind of useless on their own, and you're always relying on the older stuff to actually win and close out a game. But hey, what can you do? We're here to try new stuff regardless. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like on it, comment below, let me know what you think of this deck. Have you been playing this? Have you been seeing any success with this? Would love to hear you guys' thoughts, all that good stuff. But most importantly, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit the sub button, smack the bell so you can stay up to date with all the latest content dropping here on the channel. Like I said, I'm still going through doing videos for a bunch of new Violet Hold, Escape from Violet Hold decks, and yeah, there's going to be more on the way. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to be hammering out as many as I can and try and balance doing this and streaming. So yeah, stay tuned for more. But until next time, thank you for watching, thank you for your energy as usual, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
My poetry's never failed, never failed.